Hey everybody, this is Miss Huggins, your art teacher again. I wanted to talk to you today about radial symmetry, and we're going to be talking about balance. And I'm so sorry that we can't be in the art room together, but I thought this would be something fun you could do at home. So these are the supplies that I'll be using, and you'll need some paper. I've used copy paper, just regular paper from the printer, and so that paper is 8.5 inches wide, so you'll need to make it the same going across so it's a perfect square. So measure off 8.5 inches, and then we'll use our scissors to cut, and then we'll use our scissors a little bit later, and you'll see why in just a second. So I'm going to cut this and then show you how to fold. Since we're talking about radial symmetry, I'll go ahead and show you that this design is going to have a central point from which all of these lines and designs are going to radiate and stem from. It will all come back to this center point, and it's going to turn out really beautifully. And I want you, while you're working on this project, I want you to think about things in nature that are radially symmetrical, and things that are man-made that are also symmetrical. Take, for instance, a snowflake. While you're working on this project, you may want to make your lines and designs like an actual snowflake. If you want to try to design something like that, that would be great. All right, so I've folded this in half and I've made a nice crisp fold. Actually, that one, I was talking and I messed up. This one will have a nice crisp fold, and I'm going to fold it back on top of itself. So we'll fold it twice. Unfold and then fold going the other way. Pressing down firmly and then reinforcing it on the back of the second fold, so that when it's open, it has four spots for that design to go in. All right, so here's this. I tell all of my art students to draw it light until you get it right. So promise me that you'll start with a pencil. It's better, that's what I did. It's better to start with a pencil, and promise me that you won't press down hard with your pencil in case you need to do some erasing. All right, so this is what I've come up with. You can add swirls or all straight lines if you want, and then create some geometric shapes in there, but I've done something kind of like a floral pattern here. And then I've used a black crayon. If you have a really soft lead pencil, you can do that. But the object here is to get this to transfer, so that I only have, well, you have to go over it a few times, but hopefully we'll just have to draw it once. So the black is just one option, but you don't have to use black. If you want to use another dark color, that's okay as well. I just wanted to make sure that I could see it once it was transferred, so that's why I chose black. I want to just kind of reinforce this and go over it one more time so that I know that it is nice and thick. I'm going to go over it again. When you're drawing these, or when you're trying to come up with your design, draw it with pencil first, obviously, and then turn your paper around and just take a look back and make sure everything looks to be balanced. Let's say if you draw a swirl on this side, just check in and make sure the swirl is the same on this side. Doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure that most of your designs are balanced to begin with. So I drew this teardrop shape here, and I tried to make this one the same size, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm gonna just fold this once. And those scissors that I had earlier, I'm gonna use this to rub on the back side, and hopefully, you need to hold that still, hopefully create a transfer onto that clean side of the white paper. Just rub all around, going in different directions. And then I can peel it up just to see how it's doing. And I think that looks okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more right there to get the remainder of those areas. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay, so now I need to trace over what I can see. All right, take your time doing this. Don't make the same mistake I did earlier. And I got in a rush and it didn't turn out quite so neat. So just take your time. Refer back to this if you need to. Okay. Just about got it. And there. Okay, so now you'll fold it this way and you'll have two that you'll need to transfer. Remember to go up here and down here to transfer on both sides. Okay. All right. Looks like I might need to go over this once more for the final transfer because it's not quite as dark as I would like for it to be. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay. Put it up. Okay, now I can see. So I'll do my final tracing. I hope you can see this on the camera, but it did do a much better transfer that time. So now you can see this is a really fun design now that it's starting to come together. Because now it is almost complete. No need to get in a hurry. You might want to go at a slower pace than I am, just so that you don't make any mistakes. And like I said, this doesn't have to be done in crayon. I just wanted you to be able to see all the shapes that I'm working with. Okay. That we just about have it. You may decide you want to color this when it's all finished, add colors, or just leave it black and white. That's totally up to you. But I hope that you learned something today about radial symmetry. Thanks so much for watching, guys.